Back with a request again. Yesterday, I remember being asked to do a request to play as the Bears. And I'm thinking, ooh, the Bears. I like playing with the Bears. I mean, I probably like playing with the Bears. Let me rephrase that. Literally just woke up because of a long night playing Hockey Gods after well, playing ball hockey and hitting my head on the crossbar.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I think I only got one game in me.
Yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, early on this year, we thought that Michael Thomas might threaten Marvin Harrison's record of 143 catches in a season. Didn't quite get there, but he did lead the NFL CD, 125 of them.
And he's smart enough to make sure he's attached at the hip with his quarterback, Drew Brees, and they connected on a staggering 85% of his targets, the highest percentage of any quarterback-receiver combo in NFL history. It definitely justifies his social media handle, Can't Guard Mike.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Tight end right. Easy.
They go with a fullback line, trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think
he got it. They're going to go for it, though.
On the play there, a nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Ready, push that.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. They go to man is Smith. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Not gonna get me. Ready. Move 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Breeze. Pressure, and he's
There we
taken
go.
down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks able to drop him for a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10.
And Trubisky, it's not like I'm going to be throwing the ball, so start off with a run.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Trubisky will throw. Flush to his right.
Yeah.
Now he's going to throw it back. It's
Oh, shit.
Inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton.
Wow.
68 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
I got lucky.
That was just a fly
So
route.
lucky
there.
there.
Was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed when you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go as we saw there.
Well, as they get ready for this next drive, we shift our attention to a little Super Bowl conversation. The 3rd time that the Super Bowl, Charles, is going to be played in Atlanta, and the Patriots had 35,000 folks come out in Foxborough before departing for a little rally.
How about that? You would think that would be a fan base where it might be a little bit blasé about the whole thing because they seem to go just about every year. But they continue to use their rallying cry. They hate us because they ain't us. And as for the game itself, February the 3rd, I can't wait. I'll be there to call the game internationally one more time. Just remember, this game is 17 years to the day since Super Bowl 36. Got this whole Patriots thing kick-started, literally. Adam Vinatieri with a game-winning field goal. Patriots beat the Rams 20-17. Same franchise, different city. They were in St. Louis then.
So from the 36 now,
That was a
1st
good
and
day.
10.
I remember being a little kid watching that game.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
What was I?
And we see
3rd
another
grade?
pitch and catch there to the running back.
The
This
Patriots
position
first
just
won the Super
continues
Bowl.
to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And Thomas has it, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Breeze going to throw. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's
Golden,
taken
there you
down.
go.
And he Goldman breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Ready. Yellow lady. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. It's been a long day for you.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And the hit jarred loose.
Damn, he almost got decapitated there.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready for shot.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team.
Really?
Every
Yeah,
time
go
a
for
pass
it.
is
4th
thrown,
and 17.
right there in good defensive position,
All right.
able to affect the play.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try
Must
once
either
more.
really trust your defense or...
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it.
Thanks for the field position.
And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
You seriously gonna quit 2 drives in the game?
While we have a second,
Okay.
Charles, the
I was gonna
Patriots, of
say.
course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but, you know, the Patriots...
nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that
right?
underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation? He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that great for this long,
You need something?
you've got to find something different. And Tom Brady, I've got to give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it when no one else in the country did. And I think it really started with their first playoff game this year when the Chargers came to town. I know I picked the Chargers against them. A lot of people picked the Chargers. They took that as, well, no one believes in us. And everyone thinks we're not as good. They were just wrong about that part, as we were wrong about the Chargers beating them.
Watch now, I got my ass kicked.
Let's go. Run the ball after this. Hey, 4 down.
2 minutes to play here
Gotta
in
go.
the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Red, up.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And
Nice hit.
incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Well, as the dust settles for the New Orleans Saints on this season, yes, a lot of disappointment for the second year in a row. But, 13-3, number 1 seed for the first time since 2009. Now, they did suffer the first home playoff loss under Breeze and Peyton after 6 wins, but a lot to be proud of this year for New Orleans.
No doubt about it. I mean, that team jumped out right from the word go. Well, let me rephrase that. After a season-opening disappointing loss to Tampa Bay, they ran off a heck of a streak and established themselves as the team to beat in the NFC. The only concerns going forward, will they get everyone back healthy? Remember Sheldon Rankins, their exciting defensive tackle, got hurt.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
We got three.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is caught at the 8. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. The quick slant.
No, I didn't have it.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard.
Okay. One second. I'm just going to go in my own party chat so I don't so I'm not talking to people. Let's see. What was the other request the other day? It was Bears. Did that. Yeah, let's do Bears again. Give them the full game. Or 2 half games. And yes, I set a party chat up. There's a chance one of my friends jumps on the party. But who knows?
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. That's fielded in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Play in a minute and either I'm dumb because I just woke up, or dumb because I hit my head last night.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Second and 10, it's Wilson again. Sheds off the tackle, and the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good.
Shotgun.
Sorry for the heavy breathing.
Play action. Now Wilson.
Still catching my breath from last night.
And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy.
Playing ball hockey, and my team is one sub got thrown out of the game for being drunk.
From the 32
and committing a lot of stupid penalties.
This is Carson, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Boy, C.D. Mack, just from day one, he's looked so good in a Bears uniform, literally and figuratively. And some Raiders fans watching this saying, I wish we had him on our team.
Yeah, just about every Raiders fan saying he looked a lot better in silver and black. Why don't we still have him? But in Chicago, immediately comfortable, fit right into their defensive scheme. They said, go get the passer, and that's exactly what he's done. Leonard Floyd, another first-round pick coming from the other side. He has really helped Chicago get off to a great start, and they love how he disrupts teams' offenses.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Go for it.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin.
Damn.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
He stayed in bounds, too. Shit.
The curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. For Carson, CD, quite a season, although maybe somewhat
Yeah, that's my mistake going small formation against big formation. My mistake.
Great effort there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
This guy's probably going to be good.
Team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 180.
Let's see what he's doing first.
On the option, it's Mike Burton.
So that guy just runs right past the guy he needs to block.
Making the stop that time, Bobby
Okay,
Wagner.
makes sense.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive
Oh,
coordinator.
no, it doesn't.
Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, we got 4.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
These guys love blocking for me today.
Let's go, let's go.
At least you'd think they would.
Sit up. 180.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Let's go, we're on the ball after this. 18, 18. Sit up.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short.
I know I could probably get the short yardage against this guy. Seems ridiculous to go for it at this time of the game, and
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he's got the first
online league, I'm not going for that.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 39 now, they'll
from my own
come up on a
side of the
1st
field.
and 10.
4 down, 4 down.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. Finding some room
Oh, now they
in
block.
midfield. And he's got it across
Sweet.
the 50 to the 47-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
We got 4.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Sit up. 180.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
18, 18, 18.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch.
All right.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A Chicago 1st down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky.
Right there. All day.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Let's go.
Trubisky will come up here first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Set up. 180. Whip. Red,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense,
let's go.
be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd and short, the fullback Burton. And he's going to have a first down here as he
There we
gets
go.
this one to the 17-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he's got his man on the out route.
This guy likes hitting hard.
Here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the gun, it's Trubisky.
Oh,
And that will
man.
be incomplete with
Yikes.
the clock down now to 13 seconds. Right there in coverage, the veteran Cam Chancellor. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it's Trubisky. Being chased out left.
Oh,
Intercepted. Trey Flowers picks
damn.
it up. His guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
That's 100% my fault. I was just hoping he'd run himself open.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter 9.
Cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And he'll work
Burton, you animal.
field inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And Internet connection quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay.
Like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the
I
league.
call it
Those guys
bullshit,
who can
but
run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now it's Trubisky finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got
I
kicked
just
over
had
that
no.
type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Trubisky with a give to Howard.
I just couldn't finish the last drive.
He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And now Miller hit, and he falls.
Oh, come on.
Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover.
He's hitting you in the direction you're already running.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere.
There were other hits that people definitely should have fumbled on, and or definitely had a better chance of fumbling on. And
after losing yardage at the 10, that's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. First down, Seahawks. Wilson.
grab him by the ankle or something. Damn.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They run it with Carson. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Ah, pick the wrong hole.
You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Pick that off.
You're right, it's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole
Come
lot
on, man.
there. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin.
And he still finds someone wide open rather quickly.
So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, Wilson. Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Caught right side, Jerron Brown. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Janikowski good with the extra
Well, I need 2 quick scores.
It's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Quicker a score here. Quicker like an onside.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Gets it to Bellamy outright. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Yeah, I'm not getting this playoff.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Hands up. 3 down.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I got to rely on the onside kick.
Percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the
And nice easy bounce for him. Damn.
No doubt about it.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll run it now out of the
Yeah, I ran right by him.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Right, move 15. 59 Mike, 59 Mike, check, 59. Quit talking about it and bring it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up.
Just
2nd
need
and 10.
one interception, one big play.
19.
And that gives us hope.
Throwing now is Wilson.
Yeah, it's not there.
Loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
There we go.
Incomplete. The contact made the
Washington
ball
kick
roll
that
free
field goal.
and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Wasn't expecting to miss that. So, still 2 scores.
They've got to find 2 scores, so, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't
go
get
many
ahead of
yards.
themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep,
Quickly.
two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing
shit.
that matters is scoring
Wow, that wasn't
quickly,
picked.
then they'll take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10
Relocate
after
the
the
first down.
incompletion on 1st down. Here's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep
That's
downfield.
picked.
And this is
Good game.
intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of
GG.
13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
Let's go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets.
Yeah, I wasn't following what plays, dude.
Right down Broadway. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 33 and a first.
Hey. We got 4.
Good game.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish,
All right.
protecting your home
Well,
turf. They were
that'll
able to
do
do
it.
it here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it.
1-1 so far
and
today.
they feel very good about that victory.
This guy was clearly a lot better than the last guy I faced, though. And, yeah. I'll talk to you guys later. Maybe doing my Super Bowl in my league later today, and I know I'm definitely doing Hockey
So
Gods
that'll
tonight
do
around
it for my
midnight.
partner, Charles Davis and the best darn
Have
crew
a
in the
good night, all.
industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a
See you later,
presentation of
guys.
the
Peace.
NFL on EA Sports.